This look was requested. It was a recreation of my New Year's Eve look, so I had to add the crown.
So if you're interested in this golden burgundy look with the matching dark lip, just keep watching. Thanks. Bye. So first I start by prepping my eyes with my Urban Decay primer. I have the little purple bottle. I will list the exact name down below. And second, then I take, I think it's an old e.l.f. brush, to be honest, I have no idea. But I take one of my favorite shades from Bare Minerals. It's a loose powder. It's called True Gold. And I put that all over the lid. Then I go in with a brush that I received from my Naked 2 palette. I wasn't really seeing the gold color that I had wanted to see, so I took the flat side of the Naked brush and I tried to pack more of that True Gold on my lid until I build it to the intensity that I would like to see. Then I take Burnt Orange and Orange Soda from Anastasia Beverly Hills on an E40 Sigma taper blending brush, and I put that in my crease just to get a transition color down, which will make blending easier once I go in with the darker red. I then take Blanc, also from Anastasia Beverly Hills, right under my eyebrow as a highlight to brighten up underneath my brows. Here I'm just blending until I get more of a color that I'd like for underneath my burgundy. Continuing to build the color both in my crease as well as balancing it with the highlight that's going under my eyebrow. Now this is where the fun comes in. This is where I start to finally add that deep red. It's Bitten from Makeup Geek, and I just start to put that mostly on the outside corner and a little into the crease. I'm a big fan of a bold eye, so this is probably my favorite part of the whole eye. So I just continue to add the Bitten color into the corners and the crease with an old Sonia Kashuk brush. I'm not even sure what kind of brush it is. And then I just come back with my Sigma blending brush and blend it all together to make it look really smooth and make sure that there's no harsh lines, nothing crazy. And then the lighting decides to start playing games with me. It was my first video back then, so bear with me here. So now that that's fixed, I take some of my Fix Plus spray and I spray it on a Sigma E56 flat brush so that I can get a more intense version of the Bare Minerals True Gold. I felt like I had overdone the Bitten. I was trying to just mix the two and blend them so that it's a seamless transition without any harsh lines in between the two. Then I just go in and touch everything up. I add a little more to Bitten as well as my crease colors of Burnt Orange. And then I also added more to my highlight. I changed the highlight color to a matte color called Shroom. It's a really, really old color. It's a satin finish. I don't even know if they have it anymore. But I'm basically just touching everything up right before I go in with my eyeliner and then, of course, my falsies. So next, I will be doing my liner. I'm going in with a Bare Minerals brush that I don't even own anymore, to be honest. And I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible gel liner. I absolutely love it. I used to use the MAC gel liner, but after a few uses, it would just get all dry and crumply, and it didn't have a very long lifespan. And for $14, I was not very happy about that. But I'm just doing a little wing liner here. That is a second brush from Bare Minerals. It's just the angle liner brush. So I just use that to get a sharper point on my wing, and then I just obviously follow the same process on the second eye. It makes it a little easier to get that sharp, crisp wing with this brush, but it's just so hard nowadays to find an angled liner brush that's as thin as this one so that I can make a very fine pointed wing. You know, one to cut a bitch. Then after I'm done with my liner, I just go back into my True Gold, and I pop some more of that on there just to make the gold pop a little more. And then there we have it. We have my false lash is on my right eye, and we're moving on to the second lash. I was having a little trouble with it at first, not gonna lie. Till this day I still have a struggle with putting on falsies, but that does not stop me, honey. Practice makes perfect, right? So on to the second lash. I was obviously struggling a tad bit. I'm so impatient, I never wait long enough for the glue to be tacky, so I plop it on my eye and then I try to keep it as still as possible and either stab myself in the eye and blink or just blink because my eye is on fire. And then I ruin the whole lash, so I'm just finagling with the lash, waiting for the actual lash glue to get tacky enough for it to stick and stay on properly. And ta-da! Finally! Yes! Then I'm just gonna go back in with my liquid liner now that my lashes are on, just to cover that glue and to make it a little darker, because like I said, I'm impatient, so I get glue everywhere. This is the NYC liquid liner. You can usually find it at Walmart or Target. It's super inexpensive. Shout out to Mom for this one, Nicole Guerrero, for putting me on that. Then finally we're on to the face. My eyes take forever. But this is the Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller. So I just roll it on under my eyes and then obviously pat it out. Then we're going in with the F30 Sigma Large Powder Brush just to put some setting powder under the eyes with the concealer. And last but not least, we are going in with my favorite, Bare Minerals Compact. They don't have the one that I use in this video, but the newer version of it is the Bare Pro Foundation. So it's a powder compact. I'm applying that foundation with the Bare Minerals Precision Face Brush. And then I'm also bronzing my face with the Bare Minerals bronzer in, I believe, the color The High Dive with my Sonia Kashuk bronzing brush. If you couldn't tell, I live, breathe, and die for Bare Minerals. Then after bronzing up my face with that bad boy, I take another Bare Minerals brush, the blush, you hear me? Blush brush, and I put the Bare Minerals loose powder blush in the colored Tickled. I wanted to go in with a very subtle blush for my skin tone, just because I want the eyes to be the center of attention. And then here I'm just touching up, putting a little more setting powder on the places that I get the shiniest and the most oil, blending everything all out so I look flawless and airbrushed. And then we're moving on to the lips. So I'm just going to dust some powder over my lips just to make sure that I have a nice base. And then I'm going to start by lining my lips with a Milani liner. You can buy it at any drugstore. I'm not 100% sure on what color the Milani lip liner is. I just know that it was a color that matched my natural lip color, just to make sure that I had a nice base, since I was going in with a very dark lip that I did not want to bleed. And then I'm going in with the MAC lipstick in the color Media. And then after I finish the lipstick, because it is such a rich and deep lipstick, it makes my lips very dry. So I put a Gerard Cosmetics gloss on top in the color Seduction. I'm absolutely in love with these little gloss tubes with the mirror and the lights. I get compliments on them all of the time, and I wear these things out. Last but not least, I'm just touching up with a little bit more liner, and then I'm all set. So this is the final look, all done. I also have another video on the fishtail braid that I did with this look. So if you like what you see, stay tuned and please subscribe. I will be doing this year's New Year's Eve makeup. I got great feedback on it, so I'll be doing that tutorial next for you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it greatly. And until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Happy New Year. Mwah. Mwah.